So many have covered this video. They've commented on it. This is the only one I found. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now I don't know if there's a I don't know if I ever find the full video. I'll upload another video, but this is all I have for now. Unless I'm supposed to read it. Well, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. If I'm supposed to read text on it, or I don't know. But anyway, so nobody ever posts the link to the video that unless they've only found this. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but anyway. Put back.
The nature of this job. It keeps members of Congress and senators in Washington so much of the time, too much of the time, to be honest with you.
Actually, I should put my headphones on. I keep forgetting to put my headphones on.
More time with our families, our friends, you know, all in our district, or maybe just be regular people, because.
Yet you still manage to find lots of time to yap on talk shows, podcasts, and also post on social media, and to post this asshole video. Aside from that, aren't you a hard work advocate? Are you suggesting you government officials are the only ones ever to be subject to this excessive work? What would you say to the working class who would express these same hardships, huh? As for your actual job, what exactly have you accomplished as a Congress worker? Because I've only ever heard or seen you rail on Joe and Hunter for various and valid reasons: abortion, socialism/communism, drag queens, gays, and trans people, all without ever providing examples and explanations for your shit. Nothing but baseless bullshit, which most would call propaganda.
This job is so demanding, it's turned into practically year-round, and for those of us in the House of Representatives, we have to run for Congress every 2 years.
Poor fucking you. So no other job in the world is year-round? How is this a valid complaint, especially in America where the Republican Party insists on hard work because this party believes it's their purpose in life and is also the way to achieve wealth, as they erroneously value wealth? That should not be that's just a nonsense economic goal. This party insisting and condemning anything less from workers is laziness, a sin to capitalism.
So you're practically campaigning nearly the entire time that you're here serving as a representative. So that's just.
Maybe working in Congress wouldn't be such a chore if all you Republicans represented the people and not the wealthy or corporations. Maybe if America's economy was going smoothly and maintained so that everyone in the country is happy, or at least content, life in government would be more comfortable for all of you. None of you want that though, because you and most of the other politicians are bought by the wealthy. The Republican Party is the main cause for America's many problems. Looks like you're the only one whining, by the way.
A couple of examples that I can give you that I believe is a recipe for disaster, and that's how people just fall into this social club. I would call it a social club here in Washington, D.C.
Not only is politics not a social club, but you Republicans treat politics, or you've turned it into a tribal battle. The irony there being that the Democrats are actually Republicans, but without the fascism agenda. The irony of you complaining about the campaigning is that you have nothing to offer the people, or at least the voters are ignorant and bigoted, and they only vote for what they want, and not what's best for everybody. You haven't accomplished anything, Marjorie. All you've done, from what I've learned from your haters, is that you voted against many social essentials because money. So the structure of how Congress work is a disaster because you can't handle it, while you're nothing more than an antisocial troll who has a vendetta against socialism, Satan, the Democrats, and especially Joe, while you keep attacking this false generalized accusation of pedophilia. stupid.
Now, for me, I have no interest in that. I really don't, and I'll tell you why. Becoming a member of Congress has
just
made my
not
life
interested in
miserable.
the people.
I made a lot more money before I got here. I've lost money since I've gotten here. I have people come up to me and say crazy things to me out.
Many would say that you make them miserable, but you would only call them demons, pedophiles, communists, etc., because they don't support your fucked up agenda. As for money, you being anti-socialism, where does the money for your salary come from? Taxpayers? Okay, so why do you work in politics if you were against that, Marjorie? As for being miserable, well, that's your fucking problem. And nobody with a lick of sense gives a fuck how you feel. Some are glad you are miserable. Why do you even want to be in Congress? Why did you run for re-election despite jumping onto the big lie bandwagon and sticking with it to this fucking day, which would mean you distrust the voting system?
Out of the blue in public places that they believe because they read it on the internet or saw it on some news show about me. So it's not.
So you're really complaining about something you yourself are massively guilty of? The satellites in outer space causing wildfires by lasers? Another example being that schools are grooming children because of a leftist agenda? Are you in Congress to even talk about those things? What is Congress about, actually? Maybe you should answer that question. How do you respond to people who don't believe something you say? How do you react to people when you're confronted about your bullshit? You aren't interested in discussion. You like to bully people. I'm thinking you're just melting down because you've been taking a lot of heat lately. Many of your supporters have turned on you, particularly because you've gotten into bed with Kevin. You can't handle it all.
It's not a life that I think is like something that I enjoy because I don't enjoy.
Is work about your enjoyment? Is work supposed to be either fun or free of any kind of stress factors? What have you done to make life better and enjoyable for your non-supporters? You aren't there to do that, are you?
But I'm committed to this job because I believe in it.
No, I think you believe in other things.